Sarah Dalrymple graduated from Temple University in 2010, where she was a 5-year student athlete and 2-time captain of the Owls field hockey team. But after graduation, Dalrymple was unsure of what she wanted to do.
I knew that I wanted to work in athletics in some capacity, whether it be collegiate or professional. I majored in sport and recreation management at Temple. My summer job was working for the Phillies. So I knew that I wanted to work in sports, but I didn't know to what capacity. And then when I was graduating, I was actually on the USA developmental squad, and I got to the point that I knew that I wasn't done with hockey.
Following her stint with the U.S. developmental squad, Coach took a first assistant job at Longwood University for 2 seasons. She then served as an assistant at Hofstra University before moving to Easton, PA to be the primary assistant for the Lafayette Leopards field hockey team through the fall of 2019.
Jennifer Stone is the head coach at Lafayette, and I played high performance with her, which is basically how you get into like the U.S. system, and that's how I got onto the developmental squad. And I knew that she was a coach that I wanted to work for. Her hockey IQ is absolutely incredible, so to be able to have that opportunity to work for her, I applied there and eventually got the position there. Lafayette is where I guess I stayed the longest in my career, because prior to that I'd been 2 years at Longwood, 2 years at Hofstra, and then 4 seasons at Lafayette.
Coach wasn't necessarily looking for a new position, but when the job opened up at Moravian, she knew it could be a good fit. She loved the fact that Moravian was the first institution to educate women and was excited at the thought of being a head coach. But just 2 weeks after accepting her new role with the Greyhounds, the pandemic hit.
For me, throughout the pandemic, it was having a lot of like individual meetings. Those meetings were via Zoom. It was really interesting, I think, throughout the pandemic, but at the same time, because my entire career has been spent in Division I, it was challenging to gauge kind of where we stood. And then we came out in the spring and won 3 out of our 4 conference scrimmages. That kind of propelled us forward a little bit and got everyone pretty excited, because Moravian had never actually won more than 2 conference games in a season. So that right there was 3. The buy-in side of it was honestly pretty easy, because they saw immediate success in what we were doing.
The Hounds finished 14-3 this fall, recording Moravian's most wins in a single season, as well as their first time being nationally ranked and their first playoff berth in 34 years.
I think she really was the leading factor of completely changing this program. Everyone just wants to, work really hard and kind of impress her. And it was a really exciting season, especially because we put so much work in the off season. To see everything kind of get put together was really an accomplishment, especially for the whole team.
Fortunately for Dalrymple, her team will return next fall almost fully loaded after losing just 2 seniors to graduation in the spring.
I know other teams that we had beat in the season, they're going to be gunning for us, they're going to be coming after us, but I really do truly believe that we now have set the standard for Moravian field hockey, and the girls know what that feels like. They know what it feels like to be the #1 seed in the conference. They also know what it feels like to lose in the semifinals. So that is another thing that's going to help the team, just to have that experience in the tournament. We set that goal, we made that goal. How can we keep on achieving our goals?
Like I said, we really haven't changed our team since I've been here, and I think just knowing that we could have done this all along, and it just took that special person to come in and change the program, which is amazing to see. I think everyone is excited to come back, everyone is excited to work hard and do great things.
From Moravian University for the Service Electric Network, I'm Courtney DuPont.